So guys, what's going on? Guys, I'm just getting up. I was up till 6 a.m. in the morning because of the fight. I did my post-fight reaction because I wanted to get it out there. I'm obviously up now and I want to do another video. I'm going to do a couple of videos actually. Guys, I've been seeing a lot of comments and the Lomachenko fans have come out and said, you know what? Lomachenko won that fight. Let me tell you something. I had Lomachenko to win this fight by knockout. I thought Lomachenko would stop Teofimo Lopez in the late rounds, right? And you guys know my prediction. You guys know what I said. Hear me out clearly, right? Lomachenko did not win that fight. It's as simple as that. He did not win that fight. He got beat fair and square. Now, Andre Ward had the fight a draw, right? That's the least I could give Lomachenko, because Lomachenko got in the first six rounds. You could probably make a case of Lomachenko possibly winning one. I don't even know if you can make a case. The man threw 20 punches in 6 rounds. Lopez was completely dominating the action. He was completely dominating. Listen, I personally, I think Lopez won all 6. You could potentially give Lopez all 6. And then the last round, right, in the fight, and then I think Lomachenko dominated. Lomachenko won majority of the round from 6 to 11. But the last round, Teofimo put a big statement. He won that round. He won that round. For me, the fight was either 7-5, right, to Teofimo, 8-4 to Teofimo. A draw, you're pushing it. You're pushing it. Because I don't think the fight was a draw. I thought we had a winner in Lopez. But if for me, a draw wouldn't have been a robbery. Any scorecard in Lomachenko's favor would have been a robbery. He did not win that fight. Lomachenko said after the fight he won. He felt he won. He did not win that fight. That wasn't a close fight in the sense that you could give the fight to Lomachenko. It wasn't. It wasn't. I'm sorry. I say it how it is. I predicted Lomachenko to win this fight. But he did not win this fight. As simple as that. And I like Lomachenko. I do think we've overhyped him a little bit, and I'll do a separate video about that later on. But to be honest with you, he did not win that. He did not win that fight. You know, you could make a case. You could make a case for him potentially having a draw, and I think that's being kind. If I'm honest with you, I don't think he even drew. I don't even think he drew that fight. If I'm honest with you, I think he definitely, to me, lost. Like I said, 7-5, 8-4 in favor of Lopez. I haven't got a problem with either scorecard, but for me, Lopez won that fight. A draw would be pushing it, but I wouldn't be screaming robbery if it was a draw. But for me, there was a clear winner in the fight. Lopez dominated the first half of the fight. Lomachenko came back into it in the second half of the fight. However, the last round was won by Lopez in quite good fashion. When you talk about the championship rounds, Lopez won that last round really well. I'm talking he beat Lomachenko up in that last round. You know, I thought he had Lomachenko hurt. Lomachenko, at times in that fight, and I think people will be shocked by this, that Lomachenko was being outboxed by Lopez. Lopez, he turned up and he showed me that he's a special kid and a special fighter, because I think there's 2 things here. I think Lopez was a lot better than people gave him credit for. And Lomachenko's probably not as great as we think he is. It's 2 things, right? So, in terms of the fight, the scoring, I think the right man got the decision, right? But what I want to talk about, which I think is a massive problem in boxing, and what I think is a disgrace, right? It didn't affect how I felt about this fight because I thought the right man got the decision. Teofimo Lopez won this fight. However, the judges' scorecard were an absolute disgrace. How one judge could see that fight 119-109 is beyond me. Lomachenko clearly won the second half of that fight where he won majority of the rounds. How the hell could you have seen that fight 119-109? Teddy Atlas was spot on. He goes, I give Teofimo Lopez all the credit because he deserved to win that fight. Nobody's doubting that Lopez won that fight. He won the fight. But you can't take credit away from Lomachenko, right, in terms of the fight and make it out like it was a one-sided whooping. It wasn't. This wasn't a one-sided fight. Lomachenko came back into it. Yes, first half Lopez won, but the second half Lomachenko won. And like I said, for me, 7-5, 8-4, they're not bad scorecards. But to have the fight 119-109? This is a massive problem in boxing. How are the judges seeing the fight the way they're seeing it? I don't understand. We had one in England. We had one in the UK, Ritson and Vasquez. How are these judges seeing what they're seeing? Are they watching? Have they got a screen in front of them watching another fight? How are they not being investigated in the scorecards? Like when you have other people in other jobs make mistakes or make blunders, they have to be accountable for their actions. Why are these judges just making this making terrible scorecards, having terrible scorecards, and nobody even questions their decision? It's an absolute disgrace. Like, the fans are going to be turned away. That they see a great close fight, a good fight, where everybody thinks that there was a distinct winner. Now, the only thing about this scorecard was, for me, the right man got the decision. But you can't discredit Lomachenko. 119-109. That's a disgrace. How is that a 119-109 fight? Andre Ward had the fight a draw, right? I don't agree with a draw, but I think listen, I wouldn't be screaming a robbery if they called it a draw, but I'm screaming a robbery 119-109 because I feel like you robbed a fighter of giving him a just scorecard. You're basically, when a fighter comes out and he hears 119 or 109, it's like he's been battered and outclassed and completely washed. A 119 or 120, 108 card is when Amir Khan fought Devin Alexander. That's a 120, 108 card where Alexander lost every round and he got outboxed and outclassed. This wasn't that. I didn't see that in this fight. I saw a guy that I thought dominated the first half of the fight, right? And I saw the other guy dominate the second half of the fight. And the last round was won by Teofimo Lopez. And I think that edged him the fight. Like I said, 7-5, 8-4. I haven't got a problem with that. But 119-109? Where are you getting that scorecard from? What were you watching? Were you watching something else? Even I don't know, man. I don't know. What fight are you watching? I don't know what fight you were watching. Like, the scorecards are so off. They're so off. It's like you're scoring virtually every round to Lopez. I don't... How can you see it that way? How can you not see the fact that after round 6, Lomachenko started to dominate the action where he was winning the rounds? This is a massive problem in boxing. I don't know how the fans all of the fans and the commentators have it one way and then 3 judges have it just completely different. It's like they've been watching a completely different fight. I don't understand. I don't understand how the judges always seem to get these decisions wrong. Like, this was a right decision. The right man got the win, in my opinion. But the scorecard was terrible. The scorecard was a disgrace. 119-109. How did you come to that scorecard, man? Nobody's even going to question the scorecard. Nobody's even going to question the judge. Nobody's going to question anything. And that person's going to be allowed to judge again. Like, surely they should be accountable. Surely they should be sat down on Monday morning and told to explain their scorecard and go through the fight. It's their job at the end of the day. There's people's livelihoods on the line here. One bad decision could ruin somebody's career. We've had it many times before where they gave a bogus decision and somebody's ended up a fight that they should have got the decision and won, and they would have moved on with their career. They lost and they got held back, and that fight just went into the sunset. There's probably been loads of cases like this. So when is boxing and the officials and governing bodies and organizations going to come together and look into this? Because it's a massive issue. There's a massive problem. Fans are being put off. A lot of the casual fans are being put off by the sport because of these terrible, bogus decisions and rubbish scorecards. You see a very competitive fight, right? And then you hear 119, 109. Like, it's bogus. It's bullshit. It's not good for the sport of boxing. How are fans seeing the fight one way? Nobody saw that fight 119 and 109. Nobody. But yet one of the judges did. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's why judges get called out for being corrupt. Because it can't be inept. How can someone see that fight 119, 109? How can you see it that way? How can you see it that way? Like I said, it startles me how some of these judges come to these conclusions. I don't quite understand. And boxing is hurting as a result of it. Boxing is being affected as a result of it because these decisions are terrible for boxing. They're terrible. But again, I've ranted about this so many times. What do you guys think that needs to be done? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And now, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave your comments. Make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.